Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I hope everyone is well. It is Coach Chambers here. Happy Friday. The date is the 14th of February, and this is your daily market outlook. So before we do get into it, as always, let's have a look at what's going on in regards to fundamentals, news events, so on and so on. Of course, as we've covered all week, we've had heavy news pretty much from Monday to Friday. So finally, some movements inside of the markets. As we know, it's been quite weird and choppy and not really, it's just ranging really. So, I've been excited to get some sort of movement away from where we've been at. So, yeah, same thing. Again, Friday we've got half two, which is pretty much in an hour's time from this video. We've got obviously core retail sales around half two, so just be aware of that. It is red folder news, so expect some sort of movement. Before we get into the majors, I do like the look of AUDCHF. Just quickly, let me just quickly cover this. I do like the look, so if you guys want to mark it up and sit on your hands, feel free to do so. Daily time frame, you can see that yes, the daily is bullish. We have obviously had this. Let me just mark this out. We've obviously had this as the daily and 4 hour high. 1 second, let me just mark this daily and 4 hour high. Don't know why it says high, lower low, lower high, higher high. This is your 4 hour higher low. No, what am I doing? Ignore me. Anyway, this from a daily standpoint, yes, we've broken this daily high and we're in this bullish range. And of course, this is a little bit more of a risky, but I like the fact that we've come deeper into this daily supply and we've took this high out. So it's a little bit more risky. We're not following the daily trend. But if you look at the actual 4 hour charts from this area, you can see that the market was just trending upwards. We had a 4 hour change of trend. We come back into this last candle here, filled in the imbalance, and then we had this movement away, which again give us a break of structure on the four. And now we've tapped into this 4 hour supply. So from a 1 hour perspective, let's see what's going on. Well, if you guys look, you can see that the 1 hour from here, this is your 4 hour range, and this 1 hour was clearly. Let me just remark this out because it's annoying me. This is your daily higher high. As you can tell, I've not really been on the charts this morning, but I've just got notified about this. And this is my 4 hour lower high. There we go. So yeah, looking at this right now, you can see that the markets on AUDCHF was clearly in that uptrend, creating higher highs, higher lows, higher high. We've obviously had the pullback here and we've broken this here. We've had a 1 hour change of trend. So anywhere between this leg, I would like to see the market then, move away from. Of course, that is what I'm analyzing right now. The demand area pretty much on a 1 hour is this whole leg. This whole leg is where we want to see the market retrace from. So this is our 1 hour supply. And then let's see if we can see anything on a 30-minute or 15-minute. On a 30-minute, potentially, we could see around this level here. But let's focus more on, because we've got a little bit of imbalance here, but let's focus on the overall structure. If you look at where we're at in this 1 hour supply, can we see a 15-minute or 5-minute change of trend? So let's see if the market can give us something in this area where if right now downtrending, if we go and create higher high, for instance, on a lower time frame, can we see a change of trend? And if we can, that's when we can then look to sell this on downwards, potentially from the 15-minute or the 5-minute time frame. Let's see how she is reacting because it is just currently down from here. But we are in this 1 hour supply area, so keep that in mind. We do have some imbalance here as well. But yeah, just wanted to quickly cover that because it's looking pretty nice, to be fair. If you want to wait for a double, break, so not only just one, and you want to wait for another break structure, that might give you guys more confidence. But yeah, let's get straight into the major pairs before we go into the crosses. And let's focus on the dollar for 1 second. So you guys have been plugging in to the daily market outlooks daily. You'll know that I've been talking about this daily demand area for quite some time. I think it was around the 13,140 area. Yeah, the 13,140 area. Been saying that we've got imbalance here and that we want to aim to actually at least come into this area to rebalance. Now from here, obviously the daily has had that daily break. So we've got a daily lower high and a daily lower low. If you need me to remove this, you can see that we've had this break from here. So this is our daily lower high, daily lower low. Now, of course, I'm going to advise you guys to basically play both sides because we have a nice daily supply candle here. So I expect the markets to retrace from here. So if we go into the 4 hour and then focus on the structure right now. Let's mark this out. So from a 4 hour structure, it's not as nice. Yesterday, by the way, we had some beautiful call outs that I give out on yesterday's daily market outlook for the US dollar. I know that quite a few of you guys messaged me privately because you caught either GU or EU from the dollar, doing what it did. But let's just focus on this right now. In fact, let's drop down to the one. This is my 4 hour lower high, and I'll explain in the lower time frames why. So if you look at this, all these areas been mitigated. This is where I was calling out yesterday. We all got mitigated. From here, you can see that when we had that 1 hour break, we've now got this level as our 4 hour supply. But right now, all we need to focus on is this level of area here. And now there's not much imbalance, which means that the market can just carry on. But if I was to look to, be looking at the dollar, I would like to see the dollar react from this area and then carry on downwards. But also understand that we have got imbalance as well. We are reacting at this daily demand. So if we do get, the market break above this, we can look to obviously with the correlated pairs to sell if the market's going to be buying, and then I'd make a decision when we get into this. And if we see a change, then we'll get out the sells. And if this starts melting, we'll look for buyers on the correlated pairs. But if it carries on, then of course, we know that we're in for a possible swing idea from this daily trend. Because if you look at the daily structure overall, we have been very, very, very bullish. This is the daily demand. So from here, could we see this be the next leg to then go and have this create that new weekly higher high? So that is a possibility. But again, we've got to play the lower time frames until we, have a daily change of trend from here. So as of right now, as I've just mentioned, focus on where we're currently at. The 4 hour supply is this candle. I think we've just missed the 4 hour supply. Only just missed it. Yeah, you can see the 4 hour is there and the 1 hour is there as well. So yeah, play what we can see from here. Obviously, we've got news, so just be aware of that. Euro USD. If you look at Euro USD from a 4 hour, you can see, in fact, did the daily change? No, so daily, oh yeah, let's look at the 4. You can see that we have basically broken above the 4 hour range, and we're now, continuing this uptrend. I've removed all of the mess that was on here that we don't need to obviously look at. So like all this little stuff that distracts us, and just focus on where we're currently at. Where you can see that the market's been creating higher highs, higher lows, higher high, high high, and now we've got this area here, 4 hour low, and this is our new 4 hour demand area, which we're reacting from. So as of right now, demand is in control. There's not really anything here on the 4 hour that I would like to see the market come into. If we look from a 1 hour, the only thing that I can see would be this area here, which is a large area as well, as our next 4 hour, 1 hour demand area. But as of right now, as I've said, we are reacting from this 4 hour demand area. And obviously the dollar is, doing exactly what we just explained. It's going down, and this is why this is reacting up. So keep an eye out on that. GBP USD, pretty much the same, but it's failed to come into the lower part. Of course, if you look at Euro USD compared to GU, let's look at Euro USD. This demand area from a 4 hour made sense because we also have imbalance and this demand. I don't think GU did. GU did, but we haven't tapped into this 4 hour demand fully. So this is why the demand area that's taking control is this on GBP USD, whereas Euro USD, it looks a lot more cleaner. It's a single candle, not the double candle, and we filled in the rest of that imbalance. So yeah, GU is exactly the same. EU, GU pretty much is exactly the same. This is our area of demand where we need to keep an eye out on. I expect the market to continue up from here. AUD USD, exactly the same. From a 4 hour, we've not had this met just yet. Obviously, this is a 1 hour, but let's focus on the 4 for now. I would have liked to see the market retrace into this. But But also, if you look at the daily time frame, we have had a daily break of structure from here, but we're now actually, probably this is more refined, coming into this daily supply. So it's going to be interesting how the market reacts on this daily supply, which also has a little bit of imbalance as well. So keep an eye out on that. Daily is now bullish. 4 hour is bullish, as you guys can see. 1 hour is also bullish on these pairs. So what we want to do is we want to play exactly how it is. We don't need to focus on selling because of this daily supply until we have that change of trend. Right now, everything is bullish and we need to focus on that. If we break above this, let's say we break above this with a candle closure, we'll have a fresh new level of, you can go off this candle, but a fresh new level of 1 hour demand. But let's see how this candle finishes above, and that's only if we do get it above. So if we do get this candle's finish above, I'd expect it to tap into this and carry on upwards. So keep that in mind. NZUSD, let's see what she's doing. Pretty much the same as AUD/USD, but we haven't had a full pullback into this level here, this daily demand. Let's see what news does. This could be early inducement, as we know, so just be very careful. It's in pretty much over just under an hour. So this is our fresh daily demand. The only reason I'd look for a new demand is if we get, again, a break above this, and then we would have a new fresh demand area here. But as of right now, this is my 4 hour demand area. USD CHF, what can we see? Well, USD CHF, let's just look at the daily, for instance. Daily, we have obviously had this lower low and this daily higher high. We had a daily change of trend here, and then we met this daily supply. Now we dropped to the 4. You'll be able to see that there was nothing clear in here for me to look for any sells, and that's why I've been avoiding USD CHF. But you can see it was in this uptrend, and then we had this downtrend right now. So as of right now, 4 hour is in control for sells. This 4 hour supply is where I would like to see the market come into. It doesn't seem we're getting that right now, but that is my 4 hour supply area. So that's what I've been looking at. We are in this demand area with imbalance, but the 4 hour is downtrending. So I expect the market to just continue downtrending. Otherwise, if we do get a reaction from this level of demand, then of course that's where we can then see we break this and carry this on upwards. But as of now, go from the 4 hour supply. This is just here for my eyes, basically. USD CAD, I don't like the look of, so I'm not going to talk over. And then let's get into some cross pairs. So as I mentioned with, of course, AUD CHF, 100% I keep an eye out on this area here, just because of this 1 hour break and a 4 hour downtrend. We have CAD JPY. CAD JPY has been very choppy, but if we look at it from a 4 hour, we're trapped in between this daily. We've had a daily break. We should eventually come in, fill in these imbalances and mitigate this demand. But this is our valid 4 hour higher low. So from here, we obviously expect the market to move up unless we get the change of trend. So if you look at this is our 4 hour pullback, 4 hour higher high. This should be our 4 hour higher low to create a higher high. But of course, understand that if the daily is bullish, it's not just going to be like this forever. Eventually you're going to get, if the daily is bullish, you're going to get the 4 hour and the 1 hour to eventually have that change of trend to mitigate a daily or 4 hour demand. And then you expect the market to then carry on the trend upwards. So this is where, if we do break this low, so let's say we get this and we do break, this low, then of course we want to see the market sell into this area, and then we make a decision from here if we're going to carry on upwards or not. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense in regards to CAD JPY. If you look at the 1 hour, you can see very consolidating, extremely consolidating. We had a nice, entry and we pumped down, and then we had this break up. But if you can see this wick here filling this imbalance as well. I'm not going to look to trade CAD JPY, just to be truthful. But again, it is there for you guys if you do see an entry on this. Euro CHF, let's have a look from the 4. So from a 4 hour, you can see that, of course, we have this daily higher low, daily higher high, And then we've come down yesterday, we mitigated this daily demand candle. So this is our daily demand candle because we've already mitigated this. We do have a 4 hour in there. So once we mitigate the higher time frame, we expect obviously, the market to carry on upwards to create a new daily high. Now, understand that even though we get mitigated this, we've also mitigated this and had a 4 hour change of trend. Now, in order for me to look for sells on here, I would need to see this area of supply met. That's my fresh 4 hour supply, and we have a lot of imbalance as well. We haven't got that, so I wouldn't look for selling. As you can see, the market is moving down. Let's see what we can see on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, because we met this daily demand, we can see that we've had this break of structure here. So we have broken this 1 hour high, and we now are in that 1 hour uptrend. If you look at where the market is at, it's a bit of a big zone, but you can see that. Let's focus on here. This is where the market is at right now. Pardon me. This is our 1 hour demand. So if he was to buy this upwards, in fact, that might even be just a better area to look at here. If he was to buy this upwards, I would need to see either a 15-minute or 5-minute change of trend. So if you look at the trend as of right now, I would either need to see that broke this 50-minute lower high and then look to buy up, or if we can see a 5-minute change of trend. But the 5 minute is going to be a lot more riskier, of course. So I'd wait and see if we can see this area broke here. But as of right now, from a 15-minute standpoint, supply is in control. Supply is still in control, and we could literally just carry on from here. So we would need to see a 15-minute change of trend from this level of area in order for us to participate. So make sure that you guys understand that. That is Euro CHF, Euro CAD. Let's see what's going on. So Euro CAD. Let's look at the daily for a sec. Okay, so the daily we have higher low and higher high, but we did mitigate this supply and take out the high. Even though this is our bullish range, we've met this daily demand and also this 4 hour demand area. Now, if you look at this, we've taken this high and we mitigated this 4 hour supply. So in order for the daily and 4 hour to be in alignment, we would realistically need this 4 hour to break. So if you're looking at buying, for instance, and let's say you get a lower time frame buy, and then let's say we break this, that could give you the confidence or should give you the confidence to swing this upwards. That's, of course, if you have the emotional side on lock. But again, we have reacted from the supply. And if we look at the 1 hour, what can we see? You can see that the 1 hour is uptrending and the 1 hour had that 1 hour break here. So be very aware that if you're looking to buy from here, I would just keep an eye out for this supply area here because we could potentially see this just carry on from here as well. So just make sure you guys are aware of that. We've mitigated this area here. If we can break this, of course, then you can potentially look to buy this upwards. We have tapped into this demand area right now. So if we go above, look to potentially buy and sell from this area could be an option, of course. So just keep an eye on that for Euro CAD. It's not as clean as we would like, of course. GBP AUD, let's see what's going on. We're getting a beautiful reaction from this 4 hour supply. So let's focus on that. 4 hour supply. In order for us to be confident that this is definitely selling downwards for a swing idea, we would need to see this area broke. If I look at the 1 hour, what can I see? You can see the 1 hour currently is downtrending. You can see that we're on the lower time frames, we're creating lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. If we break, we're just continuing downwards. So if you guys can see a 30-minute, 15-minute change of trend, entry from here, that could be a possibility. But if you look at the daily, if you look at the daily, you can see that daily has had that change of trend as well, but we are in this daily demand. We have come up into this 4 hour supply. So we could just continue to see this come on downwards and break this lower low to create a new lower low. So GBP AUD, I'm more favoring towards the sells. So keep an eye out on that. If it looks clean, take it. Daily on here, you can see we've got a daily higher low on GBP CHF, and then also a daily higher high. This is where we had a daily change of daily break of structure or change of trend. So from here, if you look at the 4 hour, what can we see? Well, from a 4 hour, we can see that we've got a 4 hour demand area, and the 4 hours had a change of trend here. We've mitigated this 4 hour supply. So can we potentially sell this area into this demand here? Well, 1 hour higher, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. You can see that we have broken this internal low here. This internal low here. But we haven't had a pullback into this area. So we'd have to try and look for a lower time frame entry. I would have preferred it to come into this demand and then carry on downwards. So if it was to come back, that's what I'd participate in, because we have had this break and then also 12 minutes left on this break as well. So yeah, keep an eye on that. This is demand area that supply area, sorry, that I would prefer with the imbalance. That's where I would prefer to look for a 1 hour supply and a sell from here. Me personally, for GBP CHF. GBP JPY, let's see what she's doing. I think she's pretty much trapped. So if you look at this, daily's downtrending, daily is break structure is here. We've come into this 4 hour supply. So this is a 4 hour supply, which could then be the catapult to basically have this area now, go and create that new daily lower low. That looks pretty clean. But in order for us to have full confidence, we would need to break this 4 hour higher low here. If we can, let's say the market breaks this, we now know that we can be aiming to sell this downwards with more confidence. But as you guys can see, we've got a 4 hour demand area, which the market is currently stalling at. So in order for me, if you look as of right now, yeah, you can see that the market is just uptrending, where the demand that's in control is this level of demand right now. This 1 hour demand candle, 1 hour demand candle. So again, I'd expect this to just carry on upwards from here. If you can see a lower time frame entry, potentially you can then look to participate in this area. So yeah, keep an eye out on that. But I think that's pretty much it for cross pairs. Yeah, for cross pairs, that is pretty much it that I've got. Keep an eye out on obviously the areas that I've give, and also keep me updated inside of the comment section. If you guys like me doing cross pairs, it does make the video a lot longer, which not that I mind, but it's more so for you guys. But I know I've had a few comments say, please do cross pairs, please continue to talk about cross pairs. So let me know in the comment section below if that's something that you guys like, not only just to talk about forex pairs, major pairs, but also the cross pairs as well. So do let me know in the comment section. But yeah, other than that, guys, I appreciate your time as always. Have an amazing rest of your Friday. Be careful of the news, and also have an amazing rest of your weekend. Other than that, take care and God bless as always.